The Art of War. The humidity in Tennessee was thick enough to swallow a man whole. In June 1944, while the world watched the bloody surf of Normandy, a young man named Arthur Sims sat in a dusty tent, meticulously painting a tank. But Arthur wasn't a soldier in the traditional sense. 2 years ago, he was a student at the Pratt Institute in New York, dreaming of galleries and oil portraits. Now he was staring at a pile of deflated rubber that, with enough compressed air, would become an M4 Sherman tank. "Make the tread marks deeper, Artie," a voice rasped. It was Sergeant Miller, a former set designer from MGM Studios in Hollywood. "If the German scouts fly over and don't see tracks in the mud, they'll know it's a balloon. And if they know it's a balloon, we're all dead men walking." Arthur nodded, wiping sweat from his brow. This was the core of their mission: visual deception. They weren't just soldiers, they were tactical decorators. Their job was to create a traveling roadshow of deception. Using inflatable decoys, they could simulate entire divisions. To a German pilot looking down from 10,000 feet, Arthur's rubber balloon looked exactly like 30 tons of American steel. The reality of the Ghost Army. To make this story truly informative for an American audience, we have to look at the 3 pillars of their deception. Visual deception. Thousands of inflatable tanks, trucks, and airplanes. They would even use bulldozers to create fake tank tracks leading to nowhere. Sonic deception. This was the high-tech edge. Engineers from Bell Labs recorded the sounds of tanks moving, bridge building, and soldier chatter onto massive wire recorders. They played these sounds through 500-pound speakers mounted on half-tracks. The sound could travel 15 miles. Radio deception. Operators would mimic the fist, the typing style of specific Morse code operators from real units, leading German intelligence to believe a massive force was moving in one direction when the real army was 50 miles away. The midpoint, the siege of Brest. As the story moves to France, Arthur and his unit find themselves in the thick of it. In the battle for the French port of Brest, the Ghost Army was tasked with making the Germans believe a massive breakthrough was coming from the south. Arthur remembers the night the Sonic unit went live. The woods were pitch black. Suddenly, the roar of 1,000 engines filled the air. It was deafening. To Arthur, standing next to a rubber tank, it felt absurd. But across the valley, the German commanders were panicking. They diverted 2 entire regiments to meet